Polish people are very good and open people, but there are a couple of things, a couple of rules that you absolutely shouldn't do if you want to be accepted here. The first one, and it's important, do not confuse Poland and Eastern Europe. Actually, do not confuse Poland and Eastern or Western Europe. It's very important for them that you make the difference that they are Central Europe. In some countries, people think very often that Poland is kind of similar to Ukraine, Belarus, and other Eastern countries. But if you tell a Polish person that they are the same as Ukrainian or Russians, they are not gonna be happy. You're gonna have a bad time. You know, during the war, Eastern Europe was associated with a pretty bad image or with a lot of poverty or something like this. And it is not an image that Polish people would like to reflect on themselves and their culture. Also, if you look at the map and you look at Europe, Poland is actually in the center, in the middle. Remove your shoes when you enter a house or flat. Poland is a clean country and Polish people are clean and they take care about the inside of their houses. Like they just don't want to bring all of the dirt and dirty stuff from the outside inside of the house. And when you think about it, it's pretty obvious, but I've seen so many houses in so many countries where you can just go in and out with the shoes and it's completely normal. To be honest, when I was much younger and I had my flat in France, my friends could just come and go with the shoes on and I really didn't care. I was just thinking, okay, if I clean after it, it's fine. Realistically, the amount of bacteria and stuff you're bringing in the house is pretty crazy, yeah. And in these type of things, there are other rules like don't go with your clothes that you wore outside inside of your bed, or just wash your hands first thing when you come back home. It's very nice to see how people take care of their houses and how clean the country is in general. But don't worry, Polish people will not let you go barefoot in the house. Very often they have a set of klapki for you. And I'm a tall guy with big feet and it's very funny because sometimes I'm wearing very small klapki in someone's house. Here in Poland, it's not really well seen to joke about religion. Poland is mostly a Catholic country, especially in older generations. It's true that it's changing more and more with younger people, but it's still a very serious topic in Polish culture. Catholicism has been in Poland forever, and many of Polish values and traditions are coming from Catholicism. I still see a lot of Polish people going to the church, praying, and if you go to a babcia house, there is 100% chance you will find something about religion. I know that in many countries it's very funny to joke about religion, about each other's religions even. Here you can, of course, if you know the people and you know that they are okay with that. But in general, be careful. And the religion and government are very close to each other. Okay, you will have to trust me on this one. Avoid as much as you can talking about politics with Polish people. It's not that they will not talk to you. Trust me, they will. But first of all, Polish people are the best to argue, so you don't want to argue with any of them. And second of all, politics are so polarized in Poland, it's such a risky topic. There are a lot of traumas because of politics and a lot of bad moments in Polish histories because of politics. So it might not be easy to find someone who agrees with you and you might just end up losing some friends. Also, a lot of Polish people just don't want to talk about it. Of course, you have the right to have your opinion and everybody is having their own opinion, but just try not to force it onto someone else if you really want to be accepted here in Poland. Polish people, men, women, are strong. They are strong people. And the main reason for that is history. Poland got invaded, divided, rebuilt again and again and again by Russia, by Prussia, by the Germans. Poland even disappeared from the map for more than 100 years. The Second World War was also terrible for Poland. And after rebuilding and coming back on its foot, Poland had to face a very difficult period of communism. And until today, I can still see here in Poland the scars from these periods of time and especially from communism. People tend to take care of what they have, and also Polish people really try to protect each other. They do not want to be changed anymore. They do not want to be replaced anymore. And all of this makes Poland such a strong country. If you respect Poland and Polish people's identity, no problem. The next point is, in Poland, do not refuse food. And especially from babcia. I don't know if Poland is famous for it, but Polish hospitality, once Polish people get to know you, is incredible. Polish people will take care of you, and especially if they invite you to their houses, you will always have something to eat, something to drink, and even more. And trust me, you will never be hungry. It's true that at first it's a little bit hard to get closer to Polish people because they will keep their distance, but once you break the wall, they are the best people you could meet. They will always make sure that you feel okay, that you feel at peace, that you're not hungry, that you have something to drink, that you have a tea, that you have a coffee. So refusing this hospitality or refusing the food in itself, it's not really nice. And when it comes to older generations like babcias, they will do it with their heart, with their pure whole heart. So even if you're full and you're about to explode and you can't anymore, just eat. What you can do in return is appreciate what they give you and try to give back. For example, take them to your place and show them a bit of your culture. I think it's also important to share what you have. And in Poland, there are not a lot of different cultures, so it's also a great experience for them to see something else, taste something else. If you're Polish, let me know in the comments if it's interesting for you to share other cultures and to try something new from time to time. So now you know, if babcia gives you something, say yes. That's all you have to do. Even if Polish hospitality is one of the best I've experienced in my life, it's true that at first do not expect them to smile at you and be full out from the beginning. So in the street, if you make eye contact with someone, do not expect them to smile at you or to talk to you. Here is the example of an average Polish smile. That's it. But it doesn't mean that they're sad or mad or mean. They're just chilling. Polish people don't want to be bothered and they're not gonna bother you. And of course you can smile to them, but most of the time it's gonna be seen as quite weird. I've been living in America, I've been living in Spain, and these type of countries, most of people are smiling and very expressive. It was a little bit of a shock when I arrived in Poland, but now I'm pretty used to it. And when someone is smiling at me in the street, I'm like, what's wrong? What is going on? Here in Poland, you don't have to pretend that everything is always fine. In so many countries, when somebody is asking, how are you? Everybody's always like, I'm okay, everything's good, everything's fine. Here in Poland, you have the right to be real. Polish people are real. If they are not okay, they're going to tell you that they are not okay and they're going to explain why. I'm from France and Polish and French people have something in common. We love to complain. So first of all, if you're not okay, you don't have to lie. You can tell a bit more about your life. Second of all, if you're not ready to hear someone's story, just don't ask. I think it's super nice and super important that people here are real. I really love it because it creates a much deeper connection with people. You actually get to know them for who they are and with their struggles and their lives. But yeah, Polish people are very straightforward and they will say what they have to say and what they want to say. Here is a very, very important thing you should not do in Poland. Do not jaywalk. You see these guys? You have to respect them and make sure that there is nothing. Do you see these lights? If they are red, you are not crossing the road. And it's the same for the bike path. Here you see it's green. I can pass. If you take a bus or a train or any type of other transports, you need a ticket. Here you cannot play with the rules. A rule is a rule. If you jaywalk, you're going to get fined. Because even if you try to explain that you're a foreigner and that you don't know the rule or something like this, they will not have mercy for you. If you don't obey the rule, you will be fined or even worse. Last but not least, don't complain about Poland if you're not Polish. Okay, in this video I'm not complaining, I'm just stating a couple of facts, okay? Don't kill me in the comments. But yeah, Polish people love to complain about their country and about other countries, but they can because they're Polish, because they've been through the struggle, because they understand their country and they love it so much deep inside of them. But if you're a foreigner, you absolutely cannot complain about it. Just enjoy the country or leave the country. If you love and respect Polish people and Poland, you will be welcomed here with open arms. But if you start complaining a bit too much about this beautiful country, you are in trouble, my friend. Of course, nobody's perfect. Nothing is perfect. Poland has flaws and it's normal, just like every country. Just try not to say it too much. These were 10 things you should never do in Poland. I hope you enjoyed this video. Tell me in the comments if there are more things not to do here in Poland so I can make a second episode. We like, we subscribe, we comment because it's helping us always. See ya!